As you take a plant that's very high in THC and you cut the top off, you cut off the buds, and you eat that, and you're not going to get the psychoactive effect. You'll get the therapeutic effect of the THCA. It's in the acidic form, THCA, and once it's heated, it converts to THC. There's a carbon bond there that's broken because of decarboxylation with the heat. So if you smoke it, then that breaks that bond, it converts to THC, it's psychoactive. You put it in a brownie and you bake it, now you've got something very psychoactive.
This is the part I think people have trouble with. THC got a bad rap, but it was a political bad rap. Medically, it has a purpose. So there are folks who are going to use 100% CBD that won't have the perfect outcome. There are people who are going to use 100% THC that aren't going to have a perfect outcome. And there's a reason for that. And some of the biochemistry and data behind it is robust, and it suggests that there's an entourage effect. That it's not just THC, and it's not just CBD alone. And if you study it, CBD has an agonist-antagonist effect on certain neuromodulating properties, and THC does the opposite. So it's a combination of both together that supersize that endogenous cannabis effect. It's not one or the other. And if we take a one or the other approach, we're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities to fix things. So in a lot of cases, the combination of both will then boost its effect.
Let's talk about cannabinoids. With over 100 cannabinoids that are out there that they've already discovered and discovering more each and every day, what are the ones you work with mostly for your patients? I know THC, we've talked about CBD. Do you work with THCA still, as well as CBDA, the acid forms? Are you working with THCV? Can you talk about what you guys are doing with the different types of cannabinoids?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, the one we started with is THC. That's the one I think primarily everybody knows about. It's the psychoactive component in cannabis. I'd say majority of the population, when they think of cannabis, that's what they think about is THC. But there are also, a lot of other cannabinoids that are beneficial that help the human body. I think the second one people have heard about is, and now what's now becoming more popular, is CBD. It's also a cannabinoid found in cannabis, has a ton of benefits as well. So I'd say those two are our top, obviously, cannabinoids to work with, as well as now THCA. A lot of benefits with that as well. It's another compound inside cannabis. A lot of benefits as well. THCA is great because it's not psychoactive, so you're not going to get that high feeling from it, but it carries a lot of benefits with it. CBDA is also another one that is starting to become more popular that we're seeing now that we have the technology to extract these compounds from the plant, and now that legalization's here, we can actually have real scientists come in, extract these plants, research it a little bit more. So now we're finding a ton of benefits from these other cannabinoids that we didn't even know were there before. And now we can study, and now we can actually start giving to patients. So out of the top cannabinoids, like I said, is THC, CBD, THCA, CBDA, and THCV also is becoming very popular as well for certain things.
CBN is really
CBN as well. And do you have access to THCV and CBN?
CBN basically is just degraded THC. So there is a process we can actually do to get it to that state. So we just get our THC like we normally do, and then we add a couple more processes to get it to that state, which in that state, they say it's not psychoactive, and it's supposed to add a lot of different benefits. One of them is to help with sleep. But we do have access to that. THCV, a little harder to find because only certain strains actually have that. And right now the people that have those strains are keeping it really tight, like they do with other stuff that comes out. But as the market grows and as the industry evolves, there's going to be more access. There's going to be a lot more of those compounds out there.
I remember that's what it was with CBD. Now no one really knew what CBD was. No one really had access. The people that did have access didn't want to share. And now so it's blown up. Everyone's doing it. And then I still remember a few years ago, reading up on THCA. No one knew what THCA was. And all of a sudden some people started doing it. So it does help because a lot of, families and patients and viewers, have seen Dr. Courtney in his studies with THCA. And I always say, not too many people are fortunate enough, I'll say, that have a cornfield of cannabis in their backyard like he did with his wife, Kristen.
What I tell my patients is, look, we're here in California, we are regulating this plant, and take a look at how much THC there is in there, take a look at how much CBD there is. You might see if they say how much CBN or CBC, but I don't tell people what strain to get, because the strain names are for marketing, they're not for medicine.
And the strains are, like I say, they're just a different profile of cannabinoids and different profile of terpenes, and the way they interface into our physiology and the difference that makes. And we're understanding all those cannabinoids and what their properties are, and all these terpenes and what their properties are. Now, if I'm looking for something, depending on what I want to do, if I'm looking for something for elevating mood, but at the same time, what I really want is to get rid of pain and to facilitate, remission of cancer, then I'm going to want these terpenes.